masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Yo guys, it's Jaffmaster Flash, it's Portimao. It's another F2 setup video. Should we do it? You guys, you should know the drill by now. 5 red lights. It's not a bad start, at all. Obviously it's going to be carnage into turn 1. I need to get slowed down enough. Right. So this is going to be a bit chaotic, right? You'll see with the setup why I've gone with the setup I've gone. Yeah, the car bottoming out already. This car is so good around here though. So good indeed. Love this corner. You can literally throw the car in and everything sticks, man. It's really good. You can't do that in an F1 car. In an F1 car, that right-hander will absolutely ruin you. You're bottoming out then as I hit the apexes. This is the reason why I've gone with the setup I've gone with. It's for this very sequence of corners coming up right here. So with this sequence of corners, you can keep it flat out. Do not change the 6th gear until you hit the first line, and then you can see just on how much time I've gained on the AI. Remember, this is AI is set at 100, and the reason why it's so good is because the AI will brake and back off. As I go massively deep into turn 3, I think. So the AI will back off because, you know, it shows up for them as being a place to brake. If you ever get stuck behind the AI there, you're going to be losing a lot of time, whereas you need to try and be in front. Which is ideal really as well, because obviously I started P2. They do gain a little time back throughout the circuit, but then when you come to the last sequence of corners, you could take this a lot quicker as well. I'm just obviously being careful. But yeah, when it comes to the last sequence of corners, you can literally go flat out, maybe a little lift if you're carrying too much speed in. But it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Like I said, the Portimao, I do not like driving Portimao. I do not like driving Portimao in the F1 cars. I really don't. Can't stand it. Really cannot stand Portimao in the F1 cars. And that's just purely because of that uphill right. But in these F2 cars, it is absolutely phenomenal circuit. It really is. I said I've not raced much of Portimao this game, simply because, well, nobody put into the F1 calendar circuits in the leagues I've been in, or they have the game the actual circuit didn't come out until October time, and the game was already out in the July. So yeah, I have no doubt that in the leagues that I'm going to take part in very soon, they'll have it in the calendar, and then I will have to race it in F1. But who knows? But yeah, in the F2 series, this circuit is phenomenal, especially with this setup. I can guarantee you this: if I had to race F2 today, this would be the setup I would race against humans, because it just feels so good. I mean, you could lower the wings a little bit more, got a setup for 22 on the front and 18 on the rear. You could probably bring it down to 20, but obviously then you'd have to be careful going into the last sequence of corners. But I've simply annihilated the AI, you know, just with this setup alone on the last sequence of corners, because of how fast you can actually go into the last section of corners. I have lost 6/10 though. You do lose a little bit, obviously, throughout the circuit. Mainly my driving. Obviously, I am only human. I create a lot of errors myself as well. But I've tried it, I've tested it, and I know for a fact if I was racing humans today, this would be the setup I use. Like I said, do not hit 6th gear until you hit that line there, otherwise it will cause you to lose time.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
But I did a 27.4 first lap, you know, first lap after we got away, and it was really good, really good indeed. Take the 27.4. You need the car bottoming out a little bit. Like I said, in the F2 cars, I absolutely love Portimao. Let's see if we can get 4 seconds. It's so easy in with the F1 cars as well to mess this circuit up. And I'm talking from experience in F1 2021. It's easy to mess it up in F2 cars, man, to be fair. There we go. Across the line, yep. I think I did a 27.7 then. The setup is on its way. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for ART today. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
The difference was in the strategy. Credit to the driver for sure, but races like this really drive home how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the pit wall to really make the most of each stint and to make the best use of these tires. But that said, all of that would have been for nothing without a talented hand on the wheel.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Federic Vesti. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in the pack, and he was good enough to take the opportunities.
Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling installment when Formula 2 returns.
Portimao, it is then, the setup. This is what I've gone with, and I feel it's really good. And the reason why I've gone with such high wings before anybody says, oh, I can get around there in such. The reason why I've gone with high wings is for the long right-hander in the last sector of the lap. So I've gone with 22 on the front, 18 on the rear. Transmission, you know the drill by now. The most power you can get to the rear wheels. So that's what I've gone with. Suspension geometry, shock. What a rear shock. It's going to be right, left, left. Again, I keep saying it, and I will keep on saying it until people hear me. The more you play around with these setups in particular, the better your setup will be. They are absolutely fine like this, 100%. That's a given. However, you can always make your setup a bit better, a bit faster, tyre wear a little bit better, because obviously when you're running these like 25, 50, 100% races, or even against online humans, you know, it's the more you play around, the more you change things, the better your setup will be. That's fact, because I've said it. Many people drive differently to the way I drive, and this is what I've gone with. I've gone with front suspension of 2, rear suspension of 2, front anti-roll bar of 3, rear anti-roll bar of 1, and then ride height of 4, 5. With this ride height, usually this is a part where I say you can change this ride height to blah blah blah, right? But even with a 4, 5 ride height, you could possibly bring the rear down to 4 if you like. But that's it. The car already bottoms out, and if you had watched the 5 laps I'd done before, listen to it along the first DRS straight, just after sector 1. Yeah, just after sector 1, you'll hear the car bottoming out. The good thing is about this car setup though is the way you can throw it into the right-hander uphill. It really sticks, really holds. It's a really good setup. Brakes, we know the drill on brakes. Tyres, I've gone with the minimum on the front, and I've gone 2 clicks up on the rear. This has been Portimao. Hope it helps, guys. Would love to hear from you down in the comments below. If there's anything that I've done wrong or the setup doesn't work for you, just let me know and I'll do a workaround, and I will do my very best to accommodate. Remember to do all that good stuff, like hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you for the next one. Take care, guys.
Peace.